Howdy. Hey Boo. This is a long shot, but could you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? You can? Really? Yeah, sure, buddy. Lead the way. Huh, I never thought it'd be this easy to find this place, so thanks, Boo. Well, now that we're here, let's visit Elmo, because today we're looking at the most demented, terrifying episodes of Elmo's World ever created. But without further of my preamble, let's check out the 6 darkest Elmo's World episodes. Oh, don't give me that look. I know what I'm doing. On to the countdown. Number 6. Bugs. Here, the great moral and spiritual leader Elmo teaches us about the monstrous, flying Godzillas of our worlds. That's right, insects, the #1 killer of humanity for all of recorded history. We start the episode by discovering that the poor Mr. Noodle is actually homeless. I mean, look at him here. He's sleeping on a bench, desperately trying to shelter himself with whatever newspaper he can find. But as he sleeps, he's mercilessly attacked by dirty, vicious flies. Mr. Noodle wakes up to teach us the transportation techniques of these exoskeleton monsters. Unfortunately, we soon lose Mr. Noodle as he's captured and taken hostage by a giant net. Oh no, will we ever see Mr. Noodle again? Well, yes, he is in the next episode. Alright, he's perfectly fine. Take all the bubbles out of my soda pop, why don't you?
Mr. Noodle is a butterfly!
And one particular insect Elmo introduces is more than a little creepy.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Ew. I know it's just a centipede, but even in cartoon form, these 200-leg abominations still make my skin crawl. Anyway, then Elmo shows us the Bug Channel. A channel that somehow actually exists.
Look at those cute little ants. Do they have uncles? Ha ha ha!
Despite the fact that no one would ever watch the Bug Channel. Well, yeah, maybe entomologists. And then we're treated to the Bug Song. Even Sesame Street, what I consider the best kids show in the world, even they cannot make a fly look cute. Oh, jeebus. You can tell the creator tried to make it cute, but it's just an uphill battle to make anything beyond a beetle or a butterfly look not horrifying. I don't know, it's a valiant effort, but I honestly would have liked to see Elmo try and explain mosquitoes to the children.
Oh, Elmo is learning about mosquitoes. They stick pincers in our skin to suck our blood, transfer deadly diseases, and have been killing 500,000 humans a year for the entire recorded history of humanity. These diseases include malaria, yellow fever, dengue fever, encephalitis, and Zika virus. People like Strider think the mosquito population deserves a taste of their own medicine and should be brought to extinction.
Anyway, jokes aside, I think Sesame Workshop did a great job trying to explain what could not have been an easy subject, but a very important subject to kids. Gotcha! And for number 5... karate. Okay, the first thing that needs to be acknowledged is the scariest thing in Elmo's world ever. That.
Sounds exciting!
Ugh, I just still think there's some things out there that can't be made to look friendly, like massive blood-red curtains. Anyway, here we learn Elmo's true identity. Elmo is in fact a bloodthirsty karate master, capable of mass destruction with his very bare hands.
First, Karate Master Elmo will teach you the special karate chop.
So I guess we can start calling Elmo Sensei Elmo. But soon Elmo must take on the mysterious Dark Stranger, who deforms and misshapes each shape upon the martial arts field. And his name is the Ooze.
They call me simply the Ooze.
And you can tell with CG this disturbing and uncanny, he must be truly evil.
What is that?
For the Ooze will destroy any shape and reduce it to tatters, which means he could potentially misshape the atom, split it, and create a nuclear blast across Sesame Street. Knowing this, just look how terrified Elmo is. But being the bold karate master Elmo is, he swears to overcome his terror and stop the nuclear blast monster. So he meets the Ooze on the battlefield to fight him in brutal, bloody combat. Anyway, let the fight begin. So Elmo steps up to the block, and using his amazing karate master skills, he makes a hexagon.
It's a pentagon!
Oh, my bad, sorry, a pentagon. I knew that. So apparently, instead of engaging in combat, the Ooze just wants to be a square.
I'm a square!
Why, yes, sir, you certainly are. You are a complete square. Number 4. Firefighters. In this episode, Elmo teaches us the somber lesson of how to fight a blazing inferno. In fact, we begin the episode by seeing the fire department rushing into his house.
Firefighters, you know! Firefighters! Yay!
Elmo is disturbingly happy to learn of the impending blazing doom of his house. We also get to meet the very talented Miss Noodle in this episode.
Miss Noodle! Wow! Miss Noodle is really good at spinning! Oop.
Who teaches us of the armoring necessary to protect firefighters from the horrors of searing hot temperatures.
That's a suit of armor. You can't fight a fire in that. That's what knights wear to keep safe.
And what jousting knights use to knock their opponents down. Interesting. And then, well, Elmo says...
Boy, those noodles are very good at getting wet!
I'm sorry, Elmo, what did you just say?
Those noodles are very good at getting wet!
Anyway, moving on.
And now...
Coming through!
They must be going to put out a fire.
Yes, Elmo, in your home. I think you should be a little more concerned about this and perhaps not do the Principal Skinner routine of pretending it's not there. In fact, all of Sesame Street seems to be breaking out in a fiery blaze. Oscar turns out to be a trained arsonist who starts trash can fires just to eat his breakfast.
It's gonna be just the way I like it. Burn!
Luckily, the fire department is quick to respond. Elmo continues by teaching us of the many things that can burn us. Hey, nice hat, buddy. You're really getting to the groove of this, aren't you? Now, in all seriousness, obviously, these are really important lessons to teach kids, and I'm glad Elmo does so. And for number 3, teeth. We begin with Elmo being crushed with a wardrobe full of giant teeth, and then, most horrifying of all. Oh, Jeebus, what the crap, Elmo? I think I'll be seeing that face in my nightmares. In fact, the episode works hard to give the kids as much teeth-related nightmare fuel as possible. But I also gotta give props to my favorite characters, Mr. and Mrs. Noodle. Both Mr. and Mrs. Noodle are very talented characters, able to communicate everything to the kids with no dialogue at all. I still remember some of these Noodle segments from over 20 years ago now. Anyway, the disturbing moments continue as we're shown a nauseating collection of items that certainly should not ever have teeth.
Do birthday cakes have teeth?
No!
The only time they would have teeth is in a film so creepy that even David Lynch would be asking you to tone it down.
Birds have beaks.
Yeah, they do, but I won't be able to see a parrot without teeth for months now. Then we're given a bizarre remake of Pac-Man with disembodied human teeth, complete with a nice big close-up, just to assure I can see nothing but human teeth in my head for the next several hours. But then we're shown the true bane of adult Homo sapien existence.
I'm not just any tooth, you know. I am a wisdom tooth. So I'm very smart and I know a great deal about teeth.
Yeah, you also make people's inner cheeks bleed like crazy and cause endless pain till we finally relent and just get the dentist to pull the stupid things out.
Wow. Elmo really loves teeth.
Ooh, so do I.
And we're somehow not done with creepy footage yet, because Elmo's going to be transmuted into creepy hybrid animals, such as Beaver Elmo or Shark Elmo, something I never thought I'd see. I guess Elmo's now here to show us Sesame Street's take on Jaws. Jeepers, not funny, Boo. Number 2. Wild animals. Here, our great moral and spiritual leader Elmo teaches us about the wild animals lurking in the forest. Or maybe your front door. In fact, Elmo is so dedicated to teaching us, he lets a pack of wild animals run amok in his home. Such as the ferocious lion, tiger, and bear, and even the dreaded monkey. Well, they're smart creatures, you know. They can steal your change. Fortunately, no one is hurt, but we soon learn the big bad wolf is on the loose, who roars with such ferocity that he blows Goldilocks away.
What do wild animals eat? Where you going? Where did they all go?
Why, carnivores like the lion here like to tear apart and feast upon the flesh of other animals. And bears eat, well, fish, fruit, and nuts? And from garbage bins, if Canada's taught us anything. And for number 1, Elmo's World News. Caring for each other. You see what I did there? Yeah, it's technically Elmo's World, but it's just got news at the end. Behold, the birthplace of the catchiest Wash Your Hands song of all time. I can actually imagine this song getting remixed at some sort of rave dance party.
Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash your hands. Scrub them while you sing this song.
Here, Elmo and his friends teach us how to survive in the middle of the pandemic. Good on him. With the help of his true partner in crime, Cookie Monster, Grover, and special reporter Raya. Fun fact, Raya was actually introduced in a campaign in India, Bangladesh, and Nigeria, funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Anyway, Raya and Elmo give us the rundown on maintaining daily routines, such as play and exercise, and how to maintain these even when they can't go outside. Oh fine, one more verse from the fantabulous Wash Your Hands song. Oh, feel that beat, man. You wash those hands with a vengeance.
Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash.
Even Abby pops in to teach an exercise and cool-down routine. And we finish with a final catchy song about gratefulness, one of the most important keys to finding self-contentment. No big jokes here, this was just Elmo and the crew doing a very important job, in one of the most stressful times in recent human history. Thumbs up, Sesame Street, good job.
Oh, thank you for joining Elmo on Elmo's World News.
And obviously, in all seriousness, this is the kind of show I'd rather my niece see than something like Peppa Pig. Elmo's World has honestly turned out to be a phenomenal Sesame Street spin-off. It's a quality show young kids can still look forward to, without it being mindless trash. Anyone who thinks you actually have to talk like idiots in order to speak down to little kids, I say look at Sesame Street over the last several decades to see how young children's entertainment can actually be done well. And Elmo's one of the most charming kids show hosts we could ask for, so I'm glad it's him teaching these lessons. Well, Boo, as much as this was a nice tour, any ideas on how to get out of Sesame Street as well? Oh, excellent, lead the way. It's good to be home. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.